everyone, this is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel and to today's video. So I want to do a look where I have gold on the lid and then a brown, like a sparkly brown on the lower lid. And I think the best way to get that look is using my Tarte High Tides and Good Vibes palette along with my Urban Decay Elements palette. And let's just jump right into this look. I'm using my Too Faced Primed and Poreless primer for filling in my pores. I'm going to use a substantial amount here. I'm going to rub it between my fingers and then just press it into the problem areas first, which is basically my forehead, around my nose, especially on my nose, and kind of towards my lips and then my chin. So I'm pressing the product in until it disappears. And it will feel a little weird between your fingers. That's just the silicone that fills your pores. So the last two videos I've done, I've used my makeup brush by Sigma. I'm going back to my Real Techniques makeup sponge now. And I'm also going to use my Peach Perfect products by Too Faced. So this is the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation with peach and sweet fake cream. This is the shade Sand, and I've been putting the product onto the back of my hand, but today I'm just going to put 2 pumps straight onto the sponge. I'm going to gently put this on my face, starting with my lower half of my face, so like my chin, my jaw area, and then I work my way up and I blend towards my forehead. Alright, so there's hardly any product on my face, which really helps with not over product. Like, I usually have an issue with my forehead expression lines right there, and even right here. If I put too much product on, it just kind of settles in there and doesn't look so good. So I tend to use less product, and then your sponge. This is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. It tends to really sheer out your coverage. So under eyes, I'm going to go straight in with concealer. I am using my Too Faced Born This Way. This is the Naturally Radiant Concealer. This is the shade Light Medium. And I'm going to do a little bit of contouring today. So I will make this V-type shape under my eyes, which in the end helps to lift your whole eye area, under eye. I'm just going to add a little bit of this same concealer to the middle of my face to bring that forth and make it look a little bit brighter. And then what I do is I take my pointy tip of the sponge I'm using and I gently tap out those areas for lightness. And then when I'm blending out underneath my eye, I like to look up just to get all of the fine lines underneath my eye as well. And I bring up the product to my lid to help prime for shadow. And I'm going to set, also, you guessed it, with my Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. So I'm going to open this baby up and just tap some into the cap. This stuff smells fantastic. And I'm just going to tap out my under eyes one more time here. And then I'm just going to go right in with the sponge and set. As for the rest of the face, I do like to take an F20 powder brush by Sigma. You can use any powder brush you want, just something fluffy that you only use your translucent powder with. So I'm not going to over powder here. This product is really mattifying, and you can get a really dry face if you're not careful. So just for the under eyes, what I like to do is take a smaller brush. This is the F06 Powder Sweetness Sigma, and I gently I brush it underneath my eyes just to kind of get in all of the small fine lines there, and also to wipe away any powder that's remaining. So I'll just put the rest of the product that I used back in the cap of the powder container here. And it's also really good for powdering your shirt. I'd have to say too good. So to contour, I'm going to use my Tarte Park Ave Princess Chisel palette. It's my favorite palette to contour with. I'm going to take my F40 large angled contour brush, and I'm going to use the shade Angle, which is the dark matte shade in my palette right here. This one. Angle. I start a little bit higher than I normally would, because you never want your cheeks to come down. That would happen if you put it too low. I'm going to slightly contour my nose just by adding color to the sides here, and it helps to kind of look back and really look to see what you're doing, because up close it's all nice and fine, and then further away you're like, oh, what did I do? So I'm going to put a little bit underneath my jaw here to define it, and then of course surrounding the forehead and bring it down onto the temples, and then I bring it up into my contour. For blush, I will be using my clean F10 powder blush brush. I'm going to go in with two different colors of blush today. I'm using the Too Faced Peach Papa Don't Peach first. This gives a little bit of a sheen, but it's more of a bronzy peach. It's actually quite pretty. I'll put a little bit on my nose, a little bit on the chin. And then I'm also going in with the Benefit Coralista blush. Smells good, and it's kind of like this really pretty coral color. I'm just going to pop that on top. And this one will just be on the cheeks, and it kind of gives a nice soft glow. We'll also be doing highlighter, and then we'll go ahead with the setting spray. So I'm going to use my Mary Lou by Balm. I haven't used this one in quite a while. I am going to use, again, my favorite brush, my F64 Soft Blend Concealer for highlight. A little bit on the cheek. A little bit on the nose. I really don't want to overdo it today. And then we will quickly set with some Morphe setting spray. And I'm going to go off camera and do eyebrows. All I'm using today is my Brow Whiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills in chocolate and the clear brow gel. This shan't take long at all. We'll be right back. And now it's time for shadow. So I have a couple of ideas how I want to do this. And I think I'm just going to go into the lightest color first. This is a little counterintuitive because I'm usually do the crease first, but I think this is going to work out better. So I'm actually going to use this E59 wide shader brush. I'm going in with my Tarte palette first here, and I'm going to dip it into Buried Gold, which is this like kind of beigey, sparkly shimmer gold color. I'm going to try to apply it dry first, and I'm just going to put it all over the lid. You might have to wet it. I'm going to try to wet it first. So I'm going to take some MAC Fix Plus, which I use to wet my brushes usually. I'm going to dip it into that shade again, and then just stamp the color all over my lid. That worked out a little better. I'm just going to bring it up into the crease a tiny bit. Okay, so next I want to go in with this palette right now, and we're going to add a little bit more of a yellow gold. So I'm going to take a small crease brush. This is the Small Paper Blending E45. I'm going to dip it into the shade Fool's Gold, which is like this almost green gold here. So we'll dip it in there, and I'm not using a wet brush at all. I'm just going to gently blend this right into the crease. That actually looks really cool. But I don't want a lot of it because I really like that beige gold, so I won't add any more color. I'll just blend this out now. And then we are going to take a pencil brush. I think that will be the best brush for the job. I'm going to dip it into the shade now from the Tarte palette into Galapagos, which is this dark brown color. It's also a shimmer, and we're going to pop this right on the lower lash line, and I will blow it out a little bit here. Okay, so I think that is all I really want to do. I'm actually going to add a black liquid line to the upper lash line, do mascara, and I am using my Tarte Lights Camera Flashes. And for the liner, I'm using my Too Faced sketch marker. You're so Too Faced. This is the sketch art marker. And then I am also going to do lashes, so I guess I'll do all of this off camera just to kind of save time. So these are the Kiss lashes right here in the style Poise. So I'm just going to use, like, I think I've already used these ones, the top lashes there. And then we'll come back and we will do lips and we will be ready to go. I actually didn't have any problems with those eyelashes today, so it was perfect. I'm going to line my lips with my Milani Lip Statement Lip Liner in 09 Spice. And I am using my Fenty Beauty lip gloss in Fenty Glow. I wanted to use this in the last video and I didn't, so today is the day. I just made my lips a little bit bigger, the appearance of looking bigger, not actually bigger. And I'm just going to put this gloss right over top. It smells amazing. And it matches quite nice, so I don't even really have to blend it in. And that is the completed look, you guys. So I'm not sure about this gold. It might have been the wrong green gold to kind of blend in to the eye. But I wanted like gold on the top and then a brown on the bottom. I really like how the bottom looks, but I don't know. I think I'd do this look again with a different gold from a different palette and then kind of see how it looks. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit that bell button notification so you will not miss any future uploads from me. And also subscribe if you have not already. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Take care.